Good morning, everybody. Thank you for joining me this morning on Regan Says. I'm your host, Regan Adams, with All Things Regan. So let's get into it. All right, so getting this out of the way, happy Valentine's Day for Thursday for those who celebrate it. So I don't celebrate it. My husband and I do not celebrate it. What we did is once my daughter was born, not my daughter, our daughter was born, we decided to give that holiday to her because we love each other year round and we're supposed to show each other year round how much we love each other. But same thing for her. We love her too, but we just decided, as just to make that big day for her. So that's what we've always done. So Thursday, she's going to have a big day, but she doesn't know about it. But I'm really excited for her just to see her smile and, all that good stuff. So anyway, for those who do celebrate it, happy Valentine's Day to you Thursday. Make it nice, okay? Let's see. So Sunday, what my video is about dreams and visions and goals and all that good stuff, because that tickles my fancy. That's what I like. And Sunday, I was very intentional on chilling out, like shutting down and not doing anything. So got up Sunday morning, made some turkey tacos, and put those to the side, went to church, came home, fixed my tacos, and got on the couch. I was on call for my job, but they didn't go. Praise God for that. So I was chilling Sunday. Yes, extra hard. So excited about that. And what I did was what I do always is DVR all of my shows. So DVR those, sat down, and the first one I watched was the Don Cornelius series that they have for the Soul Train. So, like I said, I love anything dealing with business or dreams or visions and goals and how people, obtain that and the hardships that they went through, yada, yada, yada. And at the end of the second series, he made a statement about dreams don't come fast, cheap, or easy. And I was like, oh my gosh, he's right. Because maybe to get started, you don't really need that much. But as you keep going and going and going, it's going to take a lot of your time. It's going to take a lot of money. It's going to take you're going to sacrifice relationships. It's going to be a lot of that. And I kind of felt him, as I was watching these series. But what I'm going to do is take the relationship angle of it. And I'm going to try to be really quick about it and not all over the place. But if I am, I apologize. So one thing that listen, y'all know me. I love love, and I love love stories. I love to see love between a man and a woman. Like that's my thing. I'm just a hopeless romantic. I can't help it. And what I saw was that his wife, he loved his wife. He loved her, and she really supported him. And I was feeling that, I felt that. I really, really felt that. And seeing the whole thing hasn't played out, so I don't exactly know everything that has happened. Is just on the end of the second series. But he ended up going away to LA, and he wanted her to move with him. And apparently he had an indiscretion prior, and he invited her to come to one of the shows, and I guess she was late and she saw him kiss another woman, but he actually ended up turning the woman down and saying he was married or whatever, but the wife ended up seeing that kiss. And so once he got home and was able to obtain whatever he was supposed to obtain at that meeting that she kind of was late to or missed, he went home and said, hey, we're going to be moving to LA, whoop, whoop, whoop. And she was like, our marriage is not going to make it. Oh, and that hurt me. Oh, that hurt me, because I was just like, oh my gosh. Yeah, he had this indiscretion, but it's still but this love, it can last. And he's got this dream, and I know what it feels like, even for my husband and for myself, to have a dream so big that you want to obtain, that if you can't obtain that dream with the person that you love. You know what I'm saying? And you could see the love and you could feel the love. And he was just like, I need you there. I need my family there. And it kind of reminded me of my husband. He's like, I need my family there. I need, us. I'm not going to be able to make it. But if I don't have this dream, if I don't fulfill this dream, I'm not going to make it. And so it appeared thus far that the relationship is not surviving because he followed his dream, and he was so deep off into the dream that he neglected her. But she didn't go. She didn't go with him when he needed her to go. And so I'm going to stop right there, because our pastor was talking about relationships at church today. You know, I pre-record this, so it is Sunday. But he was talking about relationships today, and how the husband and wife should always be on the same accord and get together and talk. Even in the foundation, like, where do you see us being in our family? What do you see us doing? Because essentially you need to have the same goal and the same vision and dream before you get married. So you're not just like, oh, this is a surprise, I didn't know. Or even kind of be on that same wavelength, but know that you have room to grow into the vision and be open into the vision. And it made a lot of sense, because I think about my husband and myself. When we were dating, he owned his own restaurant, so he was already in the entrepreneurship lane. Even I had like no thoughts of being anything with anything dealing with entrepreneurship, nothing. And my husband, I don't care what it was, he would sell it. Detergent, oils, like, I don't care what it was. It's almost like my husband was the original hustle man. He always had 15 streams of income coming in. Like, I'm not playing. If you think I'm bad, you think I got a lot going on, that's where I got it from. And it's crazy, because I never thought I would be that person. I know when I met him, the thing that attracted me to him was his mind, and that he was always the one to take care of his family. He's a big family person. So that was always like, yes, because I had that, but I didn't have it. We won't go into that because I'll get lost in that. But his mind, how he thought, how he called the shots, how he was a man. Yeah, he was attractive, but how he thought and his moves and his mind. And, you know, I knew he would be somebody that I could grow with. I just knew. I didn't know exactly where we were going, but I knew it was going to be up, and it was going to be together as a unit. And he would always make sure that we were taken care of no matter what. But I remember my daughter, right before I started putting me first in the business, and sometimes we would just be talking, because we love to sit and talk. That was our thing, communication. Once we started getting on that level of more communication, he would say, babe, you know, you have a lot in you, more than just going to work, home, and church and taking care of us. Like, you have a lot in you. And I knew that, but I just didn't know exactly what it was. I always knew, and again, not to be funny, that people were always attracted to me as far as my personality was concerned. So I would always attract people. And he said, you have something. You got to find out what that is. And so, you know, he would always just kind of plant that seed here and there. And it wasn't pushy. It was just saying, you got something. Figure it out. Like, you got to figure it out. And so when I finally figured it out, Put Me First came about, and then that just kind of kept morphing into other things. And then I became the hustle woman, like my hustle husband, the hustle mom. So anyway, it is very important that, and that's all I was really going to say for Valentine's Day, this day of love that's coming up. Make sure that you and your mate are on the same page as far as your visions are concerned. One thing that, well, more than one thing that's very important to me is legacy. I want my daughter to know what I know and much more. And I want to leave her, you know, I want to leave her in good shape. I don't want to just leave her with an insurance policy. Yes, she's got several of them, but I want to leave her with more than just, here's some money. Like, I want her to have some properties. I want her to walk into entrepreneurship if she so decides to deal with that, which she probably will, because she thinks just like, well, she thinks like me, but she's more so like her daddy. And she's got a very strong mind, like both of us. And she's going to do big things. And she'll probably be an entrepreneur it'll probably be something on the side, but she's going, yeah, I'm not worried about her. Let's just say that. I'm not worried about her at all, but I definitely want her to see how I run business and put her around different businesses and different things. Just anything I can put her in front of. So legacy to me is extremely important. I want to make sure that my children's children are set up. And those come with a lot of sacrifices now. But those are sacrifices that I'm definitely willing to make, but not to get off the path. I just wanted to say that if you're dating, please make sure that when you are dating, that you're dating somebody that has the same vision as you. You may not have entrepreneurship. Everybody doesn't, you know, flow in owning their own businesses or properties or what have you. But whatever that vision is for your family or for your life, make sure that when you're starting that foundation with, you know, your mate, that you're on the same line and it's somebody that you're going to be able to grow with. Because as you get older, period, even without a mate, you're always changing. Like, I'm not the same person I was even a year ago. I'm definitely not the same person I was when my husband and I first got married. Like, a whole lot has changed. So when you have that mate, you need to make sure that you have somebody that you can grow with. This is for mature relationships, because some people don't care anything about that. You know, about growing and having things. But that was always my mindset. I always have wanted more. Always. I never wanted to be broke. I never wanted to, you know, not have. I always wanted to go and do when I wanted to go and do, and not be like, oh, I don't have no money because I can't. Yeah, no. Never wanted that to be my story. If I want to do something, I want to do it. And my husband is the same way. So I knew that we could go and do some things together. And so I just wanted to make sure that when you're dating, be conscious of that. Yes, definitely somebody who loves the Lord. Definitely somebody who loves the Lord, and that you're not unequally yoked if that's what you want. For me, well, that's a whole nother topic. That's a whole nother topic. We won't talk about that. Maybe another video. But if you are a Christian and you're dating, make sure that you are on the same accord, and that He's saved and sanctified, and that you will chase God together. If you're a Christian, I know everybody doesn't believe in that, but for those who are a Christian and you're dating, do not settle for somebody who's not saved, who doesn't believe in what you believe in. Because I'm telling you, don't think you can get married and it's going to change, because you cannot change a man. I'm talking to the women. Okay. So that's a whole nother thing. But just make sure that when you're dating, that you're on one accord, and that the vision, you have the same vision. Okay. I think that's it. I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. See, that was quick today. Y'all see this? It's still on my face, and it looks even worse now. Why did I pick it? Anyway, I know y'all don't care, but I do. Y'all have a great week. Y'all have a great week. I have another event, the dinner and a movie with the Medea movie on March the 2nd. So go to All Things Regan. I'm actually going to be collecting ticket money for this one, because they're going to be assigned seats when we go to the movie. So definitely we'll be collecting money for that. Check out All Things Regan. I have some other things coming down the pike. We are getting ready for Put Me First. So that is what I'm going to be working on this week for April. I'm still waiting on contracts. Not my fault. Trust me. I don't know what's going on. I've never had this problem with the contract for a hotel in my life. Like, never. So hopefully this week I can get out all the information. I will let you know, because I really want to go ahead and get that squared away so I can continue with the planning. So, but I am going to be working on that this week. allthingsregan.com. I think that's it. You guys have a blessed week, a peaceful and prosperous day. And if you need anything, hit my inbox. Talk to you later. allthingsregan.com. Bye.